are just petrified. It reminds me of what they did during the BLM riots of last summer. They all just fell in line. But how dangerous is this, given what we've already seen in Georgia and now in Texas for them?
What's amazing to me that the head of Delta, the head of Coca-Cola, they don't even bother to read the bills. In fact, in Texas, they admitted they didn't even read the bills at all. All of these proposals are to try to make it easy to vote, but hard to cheat. I've been involved with this. I've communicated with people in all 50 state legislatures. I've called them on the phone. I've talked to the conservative ALEC group about this, and we've now passed it in Kentucky. And we actually had more early voting days added, so easier to vote, but you vote in person. And there is a difference between in-person and by mail. By mail should be the exception to the rule, and only for those who can't show up in person, because it's much easier to verify who someone is if they show up in person. There's nothing Jim Crow about this. In fact, what is very insulting and really just gets to me is they're implying that people of certain races are not able to comply with rules, show up, or have a driver's license or figure this out. And I think that's very racist, and they're thinking that there are certain groups of our people who are incapable of following basic rules. I don't think it's true. I think the trend lines for all the different races voting have been good in our country for 20 or 30 years, and all these election bills do is try to make it easier to vote but harder to cheat.
Let me just put up on the screen for a moment what Texas is proposing, Senator. And again, this is very common sense. So major provisions in this bill include allowing poll watchers to record in some circumstances and establishing a system to track mail-in ballots and codifying a prohibition on drive-through voting. So we want to make sure that we're able to see what's going on when they're counting the ballots. And if there are irregularities, record them. Why would that be a problem? So none of this is Jim Crow, but these CEOs know that, Senator. So what's really going on? Are they just weak-kneed? They want to mollify the woke left? What's really going on here?
It's this extortion racket that's been going on for a long time. Jesse Jackson would do it years ago. He would protest in front of a big corporation that wasn't doing anything wrong until they gave money to his organization, and then his protest would leave their organization. That's what they're doing now. They think they can bully. But some of these corporations, like Coca-Cola, I recommend people stay away from them, because here's the thing. Coca-Cola is now telling people to apologize for being white, apologize for being arrogant, apologize for all these things supposedly that white people are doing. And that's a very racist sort of philosophy. It's this woke sort of critical race theory, but it's now infected a publicly traded company. And when they start saying things like that, they're actually going against what their mandate is. Their mandate is to maximize profit, but they're turning off 40% of the country who don't really want to be woke up and told that we're horrible people, and don't believe that there is horrible racism in our country, that think it's been getting better generation after generation. And yet Coca-Cola wants to make us all feel like race is a predominant thing in everyone's life, and if you're white, you're somehow guilty or evil. And that's a kind of a crazy philosophy for a mainstream company to get that wants to sell products to all of us. Do they not want any Republicans to buy Coca-Cola products? They're heading in that direction.
Watch out. Yeah, they're poking the bear. Senator, wonderful to see you. Happy Easter to you.